Yo, what's good, fam? It is a new day. Today being Wednesday, October the 19th, 2022, 8:09 Eastern Standard Time, coming in for our pre-New York session outlook. Don't really see much on the markets except opportunity was present as the dollar broke out of this kind of downward trend that it was in. Around 5-6 a.m. we had the closure of the engulfing, and at this time it presented an opportunity on the indices to have a short opportunity. I would say it did it for XXX pairs as well, but the structure was just kind of sloppy. So for it to actually give a unique entry, that was high probable, I would say it would be on the indices like SPX and NASDAQ. Unfortunately, that was the closure of 6 a.m. So at 7 a.m. is when you could have entered. That's outside of my trading range. So in terms of what I can do for the markets, nothing has presented itself yet. I do see that today being Wednesday in the trading day range, we have decreased back below the monthly open of this month, which was October, right? We're now below the monthly open, and we're moving closely towards the weekly open. Nonetheless, we're still, from a daily perspective, we are still in a bullish uptrend. Specifically, this day is closing above the high of yesterday's. I'm pretty sure we're reaching weekly highs right now as well. No, the weekly open is the weekly high. So we're heading back towards a weekly high that shut the price down from where the market ended and opened the week. So today's kind of one of those middle ground days where we're having a continuation. Now let's see if we can get some type of retest confirmation across the board. Before I just kind of had the recording going nonstop. Today I'm kind of pause it and start it at certain areas that I'm actually actively doing something in the market instead of letting it record and just record nonstop, wasting time. What I'm actually about to do is connect my brokerage account because I'm starting my challenge today. Or I bought my challenge. I can't stop my challenge today if I have a proper represented probable outcome. Right? So I'm gonna pause the audio now. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna have continuation of dollar strength. And as the dollar continues to strengthen, we'll see what opportunity we'll have. Now, even though the market has continued already, the beautiful thing about the way I like to trade is with the edge, specifically at the 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is going to open in, what's that, 48 minutes. So we're going to patiently wait for that to happen. I'm going to be guessing we're going to be taking some type of demand setup for XXX. We'll see. Could be a supply that I catch, but I'll be back. So I'm still here, essentially waiting for the market to give me something. As you can see, nothing has really happened inside of this hour of 8 a.m. You can see the dollar begin to exhaust some of its strength that it had coming out of Asian and London session. And as we prep for New York, it looks like the dollar's going to lose strength and we're going to trace some of the profits made, or price is just pulling back, preparing for the break and retest continuation. As opposed to the structure of where the dollar is and the strength, this could reject all of the movement that was done during London and in between in New York. So like I said, we just gotta wait for the opportunity to present itself. Right now we're still in the continuation terms. Nothing else has really happened since the last time I came to talk about the market. So I'm just kind of in a waiting game, just patiently waiting. Just turned 9 a.m. now. This is how the counters are closing. Like I said before, we've had opportunity to short, the indices, and they hit to 1 based off the range of the size of the candle. And now this looks like continuation vibes, but we have to see, because right, we're in a whole new 4-hour candle, which is the way I like to trade. But I'm going to patiently wait for some type of signal, some type of opportunity, because even though this looks like it wasn't getting going short, this is definitely bullish retracement instruction. So I'll be back once the market presents something attainable. I found some. All right. Let me get adjusted here real quick. So what I found was okay. This 5-minute kind of mixed with a 15-minute demand right here. Okay, that's what I'm identifying right now, right? Trying to really visualize. I can leave everything else, I guess. Really right here, this reaction looks like it's happening. So I'm trying to see how price goes from here. This is our first one. And then this is going to be our second reaction. And we're trying to play this pretty much going out the break of the candle, right? So if that was the break of the candle on our starts below, 1-to-1 being our first target, and then our second one being a 2-to-1. But what is going on here? I'm just fumbling the bag. Okay. And I say I'm in profit $30, which means something is very wrong with my lot size. Something is not right. I'm supposed to be risking 5%. That's not 5% at all. Okay. Let's take a partial when price gets here. We'll close 25%. Shoot, I kind of want to go ahead and take some partials, no cap. I ain't greedy. There's my SL entry. I can test this as well. Boom. Alright, so it should have put my SL. If I'm at, literally put 1 point in profit. Okay, that's not what I needed to do. So I'm gonna delete this, close that out. I'm gonna close a custom myself. What are we aiming for? Yeah, definitely want that. That's what you want, $72. My apologies, guys. I'm still very new to this OBS thing. Oh, wait. Ooh, I'm just not noticing price coming back. No, don't do that. No. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Price just came back on me. What happened? There's a lot going on right now. It's messing me up low key. Okay, I'm just gonna close full. Man, that messed me up. Okay. Did that go 1-to-1? Cause I want to get back in, but I want it to be right. Let me see. I still want to get back in because that did not go 1-to-1. Did it? Ooh, it wicked it. It did do it. Okay. That's crazy. I got back in. Moving my stop pretty much right below this 5-minute engulfing. Trying to take this demand on the 1 minute that got hit. That should line up with this 5-minute/15-minute demand that we're trying to run right now. In profit. Going for our original target, which was at the height of here. That's our 2 different rate. Trading up. Am I tripping, bro? Did this hit 1-to-1? Interesting. If I would have lined it up like that, it would have, I guess. Look at 15 levels. It still can't be right. No, let me get out the trade. No. My lot size is just way off. That can't be right. What's going on, bro? I don't understand. No, let's figure that out. Let's figure that out right now, because that's killing me. That's literally killing my profit. That's literally just making me with. What did I enter with? 0.07, 0.13. We're gonna figure this out. If it would have lined me up, it would have lined me up with a 0.09, and it lined me up with 0.13. That does not equal $5. So something's wrong in here. Because instead of it lining me up with 0.04, 2.04 is aligned with 2.09s, right? Let's see. Okay, no, it did it that time. Because this equals how much? -$31. See, that's not correct. That's not correct. That's not correct at all. I don't know what's going on. Because this wasn't doing this before. I'll figure this out later off camera because this got me shook right now. Kind of upset. It's tragic. The train definitely still going. Okay, so I hit the 1-to-1. I'm liking this supply that's gonna be here right here to line this up. There's 30-minute engulfing to take this down. Some shorts, selling short opportunity. Just as it hit that level, it's kind of what I want to take. Something like this. If I can get a break of the candle. This looks like it's coming down. Or you can at least get it to come here. That would be my 1-on-1 to this. Shit on mine, it's not working. Stop loss supposed to go up here, but I'll put it to 6 when they're shorting it out, especially if you get a break. Pretty sure we are. Alright, so we're getting the reaction that we want. Regardless of these distractions that's happening. It's always a distraction, I'm noticing when I'm trading. It's always on. Alright, so we're getting the reaction back down at the supply. Actually, that's right, just because I hit a button. Off the supply here. That supply lined up is engulfing. Alright, it's lining up. Where's my multi? Let's look at this real quick. Pretty much to continue to take the strength. What it started to do in the beginning of the open. Yeah. Continuation. And now this should be continuing off the 30-minute L. We at least wanted to come. Our first profit is the bottom of this candle. That's what we want. At least the 1-to-1. Or at least. That 30-minute looks shaky. These candles right here kind of look shaky, but they're turning over on the 15-minute, which is this active one right here. This is the active entry / confirmation candle. Sorry, but we already entered based off the retracement of the previous 30-minute candle, right? We measured it and I got in around the 50%. So this supply, this demand that we hit, technically hit its 1-to-1. Alright, so after that hit came out, now I saw this right here. So, okay, we want that supply. Technically it didn't get hit on the 5-minute, but if you look at it as an overall, right, reaction, it still counts. Just depending on how you're looking at it. This 30-minute pulled very heavy off that. It's got 2 minutes till it closes. It wouldn't surprise me if it tries to yank back up here and clear in here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's right here. gave us confirmation of that supply back here, 5 a.m. That's where it's coming from. Supply came touched back here. Gave you the reaction at 10:30. So right here at 11 a.m., 30 minutes down, back into 11 a.m., 11:30, we got our entry. Like I was saying, we measured this candle right here. Put a measuring tool on it from this high right here to this low. That's what it should be measured as. Taking our first targets to the lows up here. So I slowly got it bugged because I keep seeing my motions. I'm seeing the reaction down now. Continuing into this. Doing as it should. So I technically could still put my risk up here. This is where the validation setup comes. But for this specific injury, coming off this impulse right here, this specific impulse to the downside, down here, I'm going to put my wrist quarter. So that's what I'm going to stop loss right above the wick here. So kind of going stubborn because I'm letting profit. I'm just going to the table, come back to my break even. But I have to realize the overall setup. I'm not patient with time. Before I would become eager with this setup, wanting the price action now. That's why scalping is so popular. You get your profit returns a lot quicker, but that can sway your emotions to react a certain way when it becomes to the truth of the reaction of price and what is happening on the charts to what it is telling you how it's happening on the charts to your reaction of how you're reading what's happening on the charts, etc., etc. This comes in with the risk management portion, right? Okay, technically I know what I'm looking for. I have the setup, I have the trade. Now how am I managing my entries to get in the trade? Once I'm in the trade, how am I managing my emotions, my stop loss, the lot size that I used, the lot size that I remain in with, you know what I'm saying? All these things matter. All these things line up. Yada, yada, yada. So our entries are really on the break of this candle. We are taking it off the break. So I'll leave it like this. This is really how it is. The stop loss and such isn't as accordance, but it is what it is. And I'm tempted to now put it in my funded account right here on NASDAQ to play this out. took it. So this is pretty much in my live funded trading 100K account. I'm taking the 30-minute end goal. Right. This previous candle, we gotta have our first. I got a double twin trade. We're gonna have our first entry close, which is 0.5% at the 1-to-1, and we want our other entry to close at the 2-to-1. Adjust it up just a little bit, and then adjust that one like so. Boom. And then the top left of the screen, what you guys see is my actual live funded account. I mean, my actual live account. On this screen right here is my funded account. So I'm going to exit this out, close that out. Let's go. We're going to watch it from here. Get it. I just realized something. So technically on my that last entry I just took on my funded account, I don't know if you noticed, but I put my risk all the way up here, where the technically completion of the 30-minute candle is. If price comes back up here, this is the invalidation of the setup, but based off one entry, if price comes back above this 50%, I no longer want to be in the trade just because of the fact that it came down here close, gave us our signal, went back above, right, and then came back again, right? So I don't want to be in the trade if it comes all the way back above here. And I'll leave one entry just for the completion of the setup because it technically won't be invalid until we come up here. But now that I see prices struggling, we're still reacting off of this demand down here. Price does not want to close down here. So we're going to have to get below this to continue it. That's that same box over here. Also just close. So we're going to see which is going to be stronger, this supply or this demand. And now we're kind of stuck in the in-between here. Interesting to see. It's going to be an interesting battle for sure. And the 20 EMA is hugging. That's what I'm seeing. It's controlling that the reversal of this strength. As long as price stays below this 20 EMA on the 5-minute. Price is coiling up right now and trying to shift and change the direction. I need this candle has to come back down and close. Bearish minutes 30 minute can't continue to gain strength at all. So I don't know why the indices aren't continuing. They're slowly continuing back down. It looks like they're pump faking, but they're coming back down. It's coming back down, especially this 50-minute candle close on SPX really gave a signal. Confirmation. Tech is pulling up though. Tech is not being so friendly towards me. Definitely interesting how tech is playing. EU, see the currencies, that's crazy because I was playing with the currencies yesterday. The currencies were not being my friend, but the indices were doing what they're supposed to. Now I'm trading indices and the currency, man, it's interesting how things will play out. Let's see. I'm back in profit in the live. The funded is still slightly coming back now. There we go. This candle needs to come back down. I'm pretty much hoping this demand gets taken out now. Right, gave the reaction, gave two reactions. Now this needs to just get engulfed. The sellers need to take over now. Take full control. Though, because I'm sitting here watching, waiting for it to do something feisty. I'm out. If the closure was this candle right here at 10:30, then we have 3 candles in, so that's 11, 11:30, 12. So at noon, we should be in profit. If I'm not in profit by noon, COL, I'm out. Which for me is 11,450. This candle right here needed to drop 11,450. Last 5 minutes, last minute inside of this 5-minute candle needs to be below 11. Let's go. We need that. Let's go. Okay, that finally is bringing me back into profit. So shaky though. So shaky. Just they don't drop. It's another engulfing. Come on. Don't do that to me. Play nice now. Play nice. That's not nice. Stay below that 20. Probably hear me like making these weird ass sounds. My emotions going crazy right now. Man. Alright, I'm closing one of my entries on my funded account based off the fact that it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I'm gonna wait. What time is it? It's 11:45. 15 minutes into the closure of this hourly candle. Yeah, no. Okay, so I closed one. start doing plan B. Okay, so the fact that it just held like that means it's reacting accordingly. The dollar just hesitated. It just hesitated. It was supposed to engulf that right there, right? And then instead of doing what it's supposed to do, it stopped. I doubt that this is about to continue back down into this. If anything's going to gain more strength and then go back up, we're just going to kind of hesitate. And unfortunately, go back into drawdown, which I'm willing to. I don't know if I'm willing to go into drawdown on this. Like tech, I don't know if I want to close out of that now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to agree, that's fine. First entry is because it was pulling back after it gave the second reaction, selling back down. This was the first one. Technically, this was the first one with a confirmation of the whole setup. Price reversed, came at 50%, came down. I entered, price reversed, came back. I entered in my funded account, so I technically entered twice. Now it's reversing again. I'm out both positions. Only closed quarter, 0.25% loss in my funded account. And my live account, my percentages is all off for some reason. I don't know what that thing got going on, but yeah. We're still trying to see if this is going to validate. I think it is. I think the strength in the dollar is going to continue for the day, going towards the weekly open, weekly highs. We're just getting a strong pullback in the tech. I don't know, unless because this demand right here is just, it's fighting. It's fighting so hard. This tech is kind of right here is another confirmation to enter off the buy right here. I'm not going to, we're going to really watch the reaction. We can technically apply like that. Play one-to-one like that. So strong too. Yeah, no, we want to sell them. So that's crazy how strong that demand was. I did not think that was gonna happen. This demand was not going out without a fight. Taking the break of this first candle, technically it didn't hit the 1-to-1 to me, but if you want to be specific, well, some brokers probably did. But this, taking this candle right here, like that, probably would take it like this. I still personally would rather take the sell. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I have lined up. Still watching the reaction of this, but I'm waiting for this to turn over. I'll take it down to a 101. Based off this 30-minute candle, it's the first one to be testing this 20 EMA. If you notice, we got the break, retest, break, pull back, break, pull back. Now we want to see if it's going to break again. Just kind of watching and waiting patiently. Oh, my eye just certainly saw GU. So this one hit. I was gonna hit. Let's see. Price is gonna break this. Something like this. So good. So it's just coiled up perfectly. We're still on the second candle. this right here is not touched across the 20 EMA. I want to enter so bad. Again, contemplate. Now I'm contemplating on taking this. Really contemplating on taking this. I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm gonna go ahead and enter. And I put my stops. Drag them up a little bit higher just because I risked a little bit more. Instead of me, what did I enter it right here? Basically, I have to enter, instead of me doing it off the full setup again, to kind of get more out of my buck, I put my stops right here at the 50% of the engulfing of the candle. And I'm trying to take it to a 1-to-1 ratio of this candle, which gives me a 2-to-1 of my risk to reward. I am risking 1% right now, so that should allow me to gain 2%. Here's my entries. I got my stop loss right here at the 50%, 618, just for spread reasons, just because price tries to comes back and wake me out, do something crazy. Like I said, I'm targeting the 1-to-1. I'm gonna go ahead and drag my profits down to 2-to-1 on the second entry, just because, and I'll manually close out on that second entry just in case price does something crazy, but I want to have price automatically close out at the 1-to-1. No subjective reasons for me doing anything on that. I'm liking this confirmation that price is doing a double top, rejecting this 200 EMA, which is representing the inside structure. This is just a quick little false grab. We can dive more into this over here. I'm also still in the trade on my live account, so on OBS. I'll go ahead and do something like this so you can see. No, just a continuation of a waiting game. Dollar is gaining strength again. It's breaking out. I was kind of getting hesitant, saying maybe I'm kind of getting stuck in a trap. But I see the dollar actually gaining strength. Broke that red dash line we were talking about before. So now it needs to continue. Do your thing, man. Look at this how slow the euro is just dripping out. Pound, dollar, just kind of stop. German 30 stop. SPX is kind of leaking out. Tech is holding in tight. We just kind of finally got a shift, it looks like. This is our 15-minute candle close. Oh no, we haven't closed yet. We got another 5-minute that closed below the aqua though, which counts as an internal shift. It's going to be confirmed by that 15-minute candle close for tech. SPX has already shifted, so we should see the continuation of this now. Take out this demand that's so strong. There we go. $112.909. Want to see it get to 113. That's where we want to see the dollar get to 113. I just want my TP to be hit. That'd be awesome. SPX gaining strength, tech gaining strength, dollar breaking 915. Here we go. We're stepping in. We're stepping into the market now. continue to wait here. Technically, if price is, let's see, which candle? Let's get some confirmations here, right? This is making me feel so much better about myself because I saw this and called it out. I was feeling bad about myself, but now I'm seeing the reaction and it finally turn on towards the direction it's supposed to be going. Once again, if this was our last signal to get in, the 10:30 candle that closed at 11, that means 11 is our first, 11:30 is our second, noon is our third. Right, we're still inside of our noon candle until noon 30. Right, that's when we can either determine if we're going to stay in the trade, take partials, etc., etc. Where I'm noticing here is on the 5-minute time frame, we're slightly just about to break this 800 EMA. This 800 EMA is on the 5-minute is the last representation of strength here on the higher time frame. If you look over here towards the 1 hour, right, that's aqua. It's pretty much kind of representing where price is leaving, right? It's breaking, it's engulfing this kind of an MES. This is going to be our middle candle, our inside star. Price is engulfing this. If I come to this, representing this supply that's up here, even though price didn't touch it, it's showing as a tower. I like to show this as like a towering supply, where it's like this is a first thing that I saw. I'm gonna just kind of run with it. It's shouting out to everything below, don't come back up here. Some areas get touched. This is letting you know you better not come back up here. What is price doing? It's reacting and it's obeying. All right, we took the break of that, doing something like that. We taking it down. Something simple. Some slide. You know what I'm saying? Some slide. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. Let's go. So we're pretty much almost up 1% over here in the funded. The first trade. Actually, second trade. No, I closed 2 entries already. Both going in there negative. Enter back in with the wabam. Right. As you see, we're in profit 783. So our first entry is actually going to close us at 1100, which is the 1-to-1, which is our first target. And that level, that profit, 1100, actually equals out to be 1%. So I risked 0.5%. I risked about 1% to gain, right? 1%. And now on the second entry, I'm getting 2. So I'm just kind of waiting for this to come out. Like I said, we're waiting until noon 30, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time to really determine what we're gonna do with this trade. You know what I'm saying, etc., etc. I put break even on my entries for my live account. Definitely on break even over here. I'm not really trying to play with this. It's already playing with me already. But my live, I'm not at break even because as I see price coming back towards me now, it's like, what are you doing? But half of me like, I know what you're doing. Just kind of waiting for it to play out. And I'm also trying to make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself and ignoring something that's there that I'm not really seeing. The only thing I feel like I'm kind of ignoring is this demand. It's right here. But like I said, not only did it react once, okay, it reacted twice. And if it reacts this third time, it's probably going to invalidate the setup. More than likely, it's going to invalidate the setup, actually come up here and touch the supply and do what it's going to do from there. But I'm hoping this demand just gets straight eaten up. Struggling sometimes. So even though I'm not trading the strategy, what's happening? You had the reaction down and price retraced, and you had two bearish impulses, but prices. Let's go over here. Let's do it like this. Ooh, that looks so nice. Ooh, that's I want to double up on that. Ooh. Why was I not even noticing that right here? Because I know why my thing is hidden, and that's right here in the top right corner. That's tough. I'm gonna control my emotions. I'm not gonna enter again. I'm just gonna observe. Right. I'm actually gonna move my stop loss as that entry back above. Because since I want to enter in again, I just gotta make sure I stay in the trade. If anything, I stay in the trade. I got so many confirmations. It's ridiculous. I was wondering why I couldn't see it. It's a little bit faded. Let's make sure I can see you. Let's see you. Yeah. Let's turn you up. Turn me up, DJ. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna add another entry on my live. I'm at a 0.01 though. Add something slight. Add a 0.01. Well, so it can show my average. I don't know why it doesn't show the average unless you have multiple entries. That's another reason why I kind of twin trade. It show my average, and I'm gonna put that stop loss basically right here. I'm on the 5 minute above. Yep. The break of the engulfing, which is right here where my entry is, because we took the break of that candle. First close right here. So we got the last 15 minutes of this noon 30 entry candle. We're on our third candle of the entry cycle. We've had, just kind of break down, we've had our first signal. What are these? What's going on? Let me get you out of here. We had our first signal to kind of get into the trade. Right here at 6 a.m. outside of my trading zone. Right, we had the bearish move, price retraced back up, coming into the New York. Actually, no, price opened down here in New York low. This 9 a.m. candle opened low, pushed up. We are also in the fourth. I just realized we're in the fourth hour of our 4 a.m. candle. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And price is now doing the opposite of what it's done the previous 3 hours inside of the New York trading time. So we're technically going against what's been going in the trading, but we're going with the 4 hour candle. Actually, no, we're going against the 4 hour candle right now. But I know what I'm doing, right? I'm going with the 4 hour trend. If I were to bring on my EMAs right now, you would see the 4 hour trend. But even though the price action is different, I know the confirmations that are allowing me to take this that way. If I were to bring my EMAs back on, right? As I said, we're going against the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour right now is currently bullish, which is why the EMAs look the way they do. But when you have your engulfing here at 6 a.m., and then you have your engulfing here at 10:30, and then you have your other engulfing here at 10:30 inside, and another one here at 12:15, right? 10:30, 12:15. These all line up, so specific times in here. So there's gaps between 6 a.m. and 12:15 that you really shouldn't be into the trade. You really shouldn't have made some money. If you did, you did. You know what I'm saying? But now it's time. Now it's time for the market to show me what it's got. Right, we're in the last, like I said, 15 minutes of this noon 30 candle is either going to continuate down towards our probability retraced into the zone, right? Once it retraced into the zone, what did it do? It rejected. Okay, that's fine. It can reject. But what it's also doing right now is it's hitting a certain percent between 10 to 30. This is kind of like a target level for it. So unfortunately for me, it's reacting here. And it's got to break this 10 to 30% before it's going to continue lower. So we're still hovering in between here right now. Thankfully, we have our entries placed where they should be, which is above in the entry zone. If it probably pulls back against me and then it validates, okay, I'm not too worried because I didn't get in late. You got some people that got in literally right here at the bottom, saw price selling. Right? The market still has to entice them to stay in the trade before it continues back down. So again, we're shorting this down to the 1-to-1 level, which is also yesterday's low. Yesterday's low is the weekly low. Is that the weekly low? Yeah, this is the weekly low, which is yesterday's low. Interesting why I should do that. There's a lot more volume in the euro right now. That was crazy. Definitely could have. I feel like I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, the euro did its own time. A whole lot more volume in the euro right now. Euro did a 2-to-1 actually. Euro almost did a 2.5. He did a 2.5. Yeah. Euro feeling this out. Euro going crazy. That's what I'm waiting on. This demand is so strong that I'm not even speaking into the distance. I'm just going doing what it's doing. I know why. Look at the dollar. Look at the dollar. Look, it literally got to 112,980 and then just died. It does not want to do it within this wire again. It's gonna wait. It's gonna wait. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. So we're getting another bearish candle here. Let's see if we're going to continue it. I just need to end. I just need tech to break this 115. If we can get into 1100s, I will feel so much better about myself. That's what you want to see. The last 5 minutes into the noon 30. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Breaking that 50 SMA like that. That's what you want to see. That is what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Come on. Talk to me nice, man. Talk to me nice. Yes, sir. Okay, so also this candle is closing inside of, I'll show you what I'm actually looking at. This candle is closing inside of this 5 minute demand that's down here, right? So as this is the last 5 minutes of the noon 30, it is in profit technically from this 30-minute candle, and it is halfway, but this halfway point is an extremely strong level. So due to me wanting to take some type of profit, I'm going to take a partial that close me the profits that I'm in drawdown of the day, which should be a quarter, right? Which is around $250, $260. So I'm going to close an amount that's around that level and let the rest continue to run. I ain't gonna lie, this thing looks so juicy on the higher time frame. Half of me doesn't want to close it. Half of me just wants to let it run. I'm gonna let it run. But half of me is like, this thing just looks too obvious. But I don't know, it just looks so juicy. Like, look at that. Look at that. Perfectly printed. I'm gonna let it ride. My stop loss is not a break even, because I know what market does. Just in case it does want to do some wick crazy, though, I will move it to the actual inside of the structure. It's not at my entry, though. I didn't close the position that equaled out to me going to break even. I did close 2.02s, which equaled out around $70 each, which was around $100. So it didn't do what I needed to do, which I wish I wouldn't have done it, but it was something. Better than nothing. Now it's taking a lot of me to just stay in this trade right now. It's taking a lot. I have all the signals I have. Set up, lined it up perfectly. 2. Got my first signal, second signal. Got my entry candle. My 3 candles inside of my entry strategy. I'm inside of profit, and I'm choosing to hold the trade. And as price comes back towards me, I don't feel any certain type of way. I don't feel negative. I don't feel mad. I patiently wait, because now I have another confirmation inside of that. What is this right here? That 30-minute candle close right here? Oh yeah, that's another one. That's another confirmation. So what we do? We wait. So the main thing I'm focusing on right now is my strengths. My strengths are my weaknesses that I've worked on that have made them strengths. And right before my other accounts that I failed on the challenges, I had a weakness with over trading, right? Taking way too many trades. And that results in me entering and exiting way too many times, not finishing my setup, not letting it either invalidate or complete. Right now it's not invalidated, and it also has not completed. So the amount of time that I stay in a trade needs to be longer than 5 to 10 minutes, etc., etc. For instance, if I would have entered an S&P at the closure of that candle, right, it's only been 35 minutes, but I actually have been looking at it from this first candle, which right here has been 1 hour and 5, which is kind of about the time of the recording of this video, but I've been doing more than recording the video. So the extension of my trading range is stopped at 1 a.m., which is going to be 1.5 hours for me into the trade, but I know that it could continue at least into 3 hours, into the full day, right? So I may not want it to go into intraday, but it is what it is. I'm in the setup. It has not invalidated, so I'm going to stay in. I'm kind of feeling some type of way. This price is pulling back towards my entries, but I'm remaining in the setup, remaining in Continuation of the trend. It's not the 15-minute continuation. It's not the 30-minute continuation. It's the hourly break and retest continuation. Look how strong this hour is. That's what you want to see. Now we want to see this pretty much run. Completely take out this demand that's been holding us up this whole time. Look at that. I don't like how that candle is. I'm gonna have to close in positions just based off that way. These candles are pulling back towards that zone. It's saying it's not ready to leave it yet, which is okay. Hits that -6 money. I'll take some profit there. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna close everything. I'm taking partial. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go ahead and close out custom percentage. So I closed down 0.5%. Just based off the way this trade is running. I'm actually close everything in my live again so I can focus. Actually, I'm not gonna close everything in my live. I'm gonna close one position. I'll close 107. So then I'll take my OBS. Let's just focus on this right here. Bring the main focus attention to here to just show the continuation of the setup that we took. Once again, we took this based off the 30-minute engulf that closed at 10:30, I believe. I think it was at 11:30. It was at 10:30, 11:30. And we're trying to go for a 1-to-1 based off that range. The reason I'm taking partials early is based off this 15-minute the 5-minute demand that's been pretty much holding us from continuing lower this whole time. And just in case price wants to get antsy, I took some partials, and I'm also going to move my entry, my stop loss to break even. Or SLA entry, however you want to call it. And yeah, we're going to pretty much wait for our final target to actually be, our actual first target to be hit, which is the 1-to-1. I also want to point out that the dollar technically never hit that 113 level. That's just little things like this is specific. It never hit that 115 level. It actually didn't even break the high. It wicked into that zone and is not rejecting back down, which is causing the euro to do what it's doing, pound dollar to do what it's doing. But it looks like it's actually going to continue to gain strength here, because now we're getting more strength down here in the indices. This is what we want. Breaking finally this 15-minute 800 EMA, which is lining up with how much buyers are down here. It's demand that's just demand down here that's so tough to break through. But look at the supply. Look at the supply, man. Look at the supply. That's enough. I don't even need to say anymore. The chart is saying itself. Getting that final stretch, that final run. Price is trying to reach that 1-to-1. I'll bring this back up so we can see, so y'all can see. It's trying to. It's trying. It's so close. It is so close. Let's go. Come on. It's trying to so hard. Let's go. Talk about patience, man. Talk about it. I ain't gonna talk about that. I'm gonna let the chart do what it do. You did. were signaled based off the first bearish engulfing candle of the closure of the 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time candle. You can see it broke this structure in here. Came in, sweep the lows of what looked like to be. Where's the weekly open? This is the month. Where's the weekly? I can't tell. No, so that was just yesterday's lows. So it just came down, hit into yesterday's lows, retraced back in, and then I gave multiple signals after that on the 30-minute time frame. Closure at 10:30, closure of noon, and it was kind of choppy. It's been choppy this whole time. I entered several times until the first time being here. Even though I could have entered off this first reaction, I waited for price to tell me something, which it did. I knew it would. But then the price came back and they told me something again, which I kind of got scared, and then it's kind of been chopping lower and lower. But it's been doing what it's supposed to do across all markets. S&P, I believe, flowed a lot better. It did its full 2-to-1, which is crazy, because it did the first did about a 1.5 the first time. It came back and retested that same level and did a 2-to-1 like here, but you could have measured your stop loss like so. Took it as a supply and made this into I'm saying just look at, you see what the chart's doing. There's crazy amounts of levels, and I believe the currencies flowed a lot more smoother as well. Still trying to break the lows right here. This demand is just so strong. You see this 800, these purple lines over here are higher time frame structure, but price is breaking it slowly. You know what I'm saying? Slowly. But the signal was given on euro as well. Pound, look at that perfect break. Just immediately ran into that level. Immediately ran straight into that. And then boop. You know what I'm saying? Straight drops. How's he been falling weird the whole week? Like, it's been losing strength, but it's been losing strength inside of its structure. So if you haven't really been if you haven't been patient with your timing and patient with your entry, why is this thing trolling me all the time? I ain't fooling with that thing. If you weren't patient with your entries, right, your risk to reward may not have been the greatest. Your profit may not have been the greatest. So I'm so happy and grateful now to be a professional trader with a multi-figure account. So happy and grateful now to be identifying my weaknesses and my strengths and utilizing them to moving me forward as a trader. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I'm about to bring up my trading journal and wrap it up with that as we end the hour here in the last 7 minutes. Let's watch. DXY breaking 113. The currencies are weakening more, but the NSCs are struggling to get to their levels. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video, but the targets were still hit accordingly, based off however you would have risked it. But I'm going to be patient. I'm going to let the setup continue to do what it's doing. And yeah, I appreciate watching and show you so this is what I'm going to begin doing. I'm starting my trading journey to attempt to get this funded account 100K. This is my first attempt. These are the entries, as you can see. They pretty much went in profit. Okay, so finally the end of the hour. Price looks like it's going to continue here. We finally got the break beneath that So I'm expecting just a strong continuation here. I'm going to continue to hold both my entries inside of my live account, going for that 2-to-1, as well as my Funded account. I'm going to go for the 2-to-1 as well. Kind of hold those as intraday swing targets. But appreciation, love and peace.